All right, so what's going on, Jose? How are you doing?
Good, good.
Good. So you've been training?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yesterday I did a 13-mile long run.
Is that your everyday training now? 13 miles?
Sunday's usually the longest.
Okay.
So yeah, so after those I do feel a little bit beat up.
Okay. You've been running almost all your life, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And you joined like multiple races. But like every time after the race, I'm sure, because before the race you have a lot of training. And then after the race you have actual race on race day. After that, what do you usually feel about your body after that? Do you just feel sore or tired, or what else do you
Yeah, it depends on the race, and it depends on the distance, the competition. There's races that I can recover from very easy and I can be training the next day. But then there are races that like 5K, 10Ks that we go out pretty fast, like sub 5-minute pace. After that I do feel soreness, I feel just tightness.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe like, I don't know, like just very fatigued the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's been like when I ran the first half marathon last year at the Rock and Roll, for like 3-4 days, like even I live upstairs, so like even going downstairs, it was a struggle. Yeah, so it is a struggle. So I take a few days off, and I get back to training slowly.
Okay. Well, then walk me through, like we've been taking care of you for a bit now, right?
Yeah.
So what has changed since we started taking care of you? What do you think, as far as the performance and the recovery goes, how did it help you, or did it help at all?
Yeah, no. So remember when I came the first time was for pain that on my foot, like on my shin,
Okay.
on my foot, on my shin. But then with the X-rays, it showed that my spine was unaligned, and then my hips were off. And I thought it was only like just the shin, and apparently it turns out it was something else. So what would happen is that before getting treated by Icon, what would happen is that I would start, usually we go by seasons, like right now it's, I'm going to be ending the season end of July, and then I'll start again like training in August, and then all the way to December. So it's like we take breaks in between.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go probably like 2 months training. I would get the pain, and then my body would feel very tired. It would not recover, you know? And so I get a lot of injuries. And then ever since I've been coming to Icon, like I've been able to train for a longer period of time, which is good. Yeah. I feel healthy, and even after competitions, so before competitions, you know, I get adjusted by Icon, and then even after the competitions, I get adjusted. So that helps me a lot. It helps me recover.
Yeah, you know, I tell this to all the athletes that we take care of, is that every time when your spine and your joints in the right position, your body's just going to perform better. That's why all the professional like sports league, like NBA, NFL, NHL, football, they all have chiropractors on the team. That's the reason. So not only help to enhance your performance, but also for the injury prevention as well. Yeah. And you can also recover fast.
I can see that.
Yeah, so that's why we do this, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, go have a seat right here. We're going to start taking care of you. Any issues today that I need to know?
Yeah, just my back, my upper back feels tight.
Upper
and lower. Yeah.
Over here and over here.
Yeah.
That's where you feel that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna scan your whole back first, just to understand what your spine, your nerve is telling me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go all the way down. So we got some actions already. Okay, we're gonna go all the way down first. Beautiful. Good. All right, let's break it down. So we got some stuff going on over here. Okay. Down, 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 down. Okay. One more time over here. So we got some right there. On the base of your lumbar right there. Okay. it down just a tap right there. That's good. So the neck looks very decent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. So all I got is the muscle heat up there. Cool. So I got 2 spots today. Let me take a look, okay? Hold on 1 second. Okay. That's 2. That's this one. Okay, lean back just a little bit. How's that got right there?
Yeah.
It's sore?
Yeah.
Okay. And then if I go up, go down to A1, how about right there?
Yeah, that one's
More or less.
a little more.
A little more. So
Yeah.
that's your S1, okay? S1 means it's a sacrum. The first bone, first tubercle in the sacrum. So we got that. That's giving you some trouble right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the pain's kind of localized here, or
No,
really
it's just there where you
It's
were
just right
pressing.
there. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that.
What's the right?
More to the right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So it's not really kicking this side. So yeah, you're right. This one is giving some trouble. All right, so we're gonna adjust your sacrum. We're also gonna adjust your T3. I'm gonna just show you on the screen what is it I'm gonna adjust it and how it's gonna affect. Okay. So what I'm gonna do today is we're gonna adjust your sacrum right there. You see how the so sacrum, because sacrum has a lot of nerves down there. Okay, so that's why you can see that when the sacrum is out, it can affect a lot of organs down here. So you can potentially associate with the bladder, large intestine, male organs directly. Now this is very simple for the chart because the nerves are very complicated, right? They always overlap with each other. But this is just what I found out when your sacrum is out, sometimes it's going to associate with a lot of issues down here. So that's what we're going to adjust. That's number 1, and another one I will adjust your T3. So the T3, you see how the pain pattern kind of goes in between your shoulder blades like that? The T3 can also affect your lungs in that way. That's why they are associated with it. So when your T3 is out, sometimes people are harder to breathe. And that's especially important for the athletes, right? Because you want to be able to breathe correctly when you run, right? So that's going to help out with that too as well. Okay? All right, any questions?
Well, that's a lot of good information. I didn't know that.
All right, let's go and get you adjusted then, okay? All right, Jose. Just relax your shoulder. So just gonna set this one just like that. That's better. Come on, walk for me. Just walk a couple times and give us some feedback. What do you feel afterwards?
It feels more relieved. I feel very tight. I felt very tense.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't think it was gonna crack. Because I felt very tight.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, your muscle is very tight down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you had that 13 miles run.
Yeah. I think that really gets my muscles tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think.
What else has changed? So you got looser, right? That's what you were saying. You got a little lighter. What else has changed?
I think my hips too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and take care of the other one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, your muscle is definitely very tight down here. What I will also recommend, a natural way to get your muscle relaxed is you can take some magnesium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very good muscle relaxing that way.
Yeah.
Okay, just relax your shoulders down for me. So this is what we're gonna take care of right there. So I'm going to use my forearm to help you to stabilize your head. And then come over here, I'm going to set it down just like that. And just relax your belly down. That's good. A little bit more. That's it right there. Alright, coming up, okay?
Yeah. For this one, I felt, because we played music this weekend for Mother's Day.
Oh yeah!
So I feel like I've been kind of just like leaning more to one side.
What kind of music and what kind of instrument do you play?
I play a guitarron, so it's like it straps forward.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then I'm using both arms. Yeah. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's too. So
Good. Yeah.
really,
So everything that so this is a good lesson, right? Everything that you do on a day-to-day basis will affect your spine.
yeah,
Like how you run, like you run a lot, that affect your lower back. How you play your instrumentation, that can also affect your upper back.
yeah,
Can you imagine that if you're an engineer, if you sit down in front of a computer for 10 hours a day, how's that going to affect the spine too, right? So everything that you do on a day-to-day basis always contribute to your spine misalignment.
yeah.
That's why we always recommend to get your spine periodic check. That's the reason why it is.
True, because people's postures are just bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I
it is.
felt more relaxed because I felt very stressed out. My whole back felt very stressed out from this weekend.
Yeah.
So now it's better.
Cool, man.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
again. Yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate
Okay, we'll see you next time then.
All right, thank you.